Hey, what's up, Chatterbox Live? It's your girl, Arie, and guess what? I got my voice back. I'm super excited because last week, if you guys tuned in, I was sounding kind of like my girl, Jes, who's in the building right now. I don't know what the hell is going on, but look, LA, whatever's in the air, you need to let us women be great, man. Sorry, I had to let that out. I've been really frustrated this week. Anyways, it's my girl, Jes Meza.
Hi, guys.
Oh, I love her.
I have Arie's voice today. I
It's
figured
sexy.
somebody needed to,
Carry the torch.
Yes, I got the torch, girl.
You got the torch.
got the
And you know
torch.
what? My voice ain't even back all the way yet.
Well, I don't know. We're going to have to see the kind of men that are interested in me with this new raspy voice.
It's kind of sexy.
You think so?
It's like that, yeah. Like, it's just kind of like, it's fragile.
Yes, it's very fragile.
It's very fragile. It's not so, like, powerful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like us Latinas, we're so dominating and powerful. I feel like this kind of like...
Well, I feel like when you lose your voice, I think it's every Latina's worst nightmare to have laryngitis and not be able to talk. Like, I can't talk. You saying I have to rest my voice?
My boyfriend was so excited that I had no voice last week. He was like, this is the best thing that's happened, a Latina with no voice. I'm like, oh. Anyways, how you doing though today?
I'm great.
Other than that, are you feeling sick?
I'm not feeling sick. It's just the voice.
That's how I felt last week.
Yeah.
It was literally just all voice. Like, I felt fine. It was so frustrating because I couldn't do anything. And it was Oscars week.
Yeah.
Did you do anything for Oscars weekend?
I did. I went to an Oscars viewing party, sit-down dinner. It was very nice.
Did you?
Yes.
Where?
It was at the Hollywood Palladium. It's a Roger Neal's fourth annual Oscar viewing dinner party.
Oh, look at you, VIP.
It was nice.
That's because you're popping.
And the easiest way to get me to come out the house is there's food. I was like, wait, what? I'm there.
Wait, so you're not doing your diet no more?
Yes, I am. But, I mean, if you tell me I'm not supposed to be working out,
Wait, so you recently just lost 15 pounds?
12.
12. How the hell did you lose 12 pounds?
I was doing a lot of working out. I literally worked out for like 42 days straight, no resting. I did an hour about 5 times a week of extra cardio on top of my hour of strength training. And on top of that, I would do also intermittent fasting, not all the time because it is very difficult sometimes with my schedule because you fast basically from 12 to 8. And sometimes I work late, and so I don't go to sleep till like 3:30 in the morning sometimes. And when that happens, it's hard for me to fast and stop eating at 8 p.m. So I do it as much as I can. But intermittent fasting is good. Also drinking a whole gallon of water a day.
Have you really been upkeeping with that?
I have been, especially when you're working out that much. Like,
because
you're tired, you're dehydrated, so you're, put it in your body.
I've tried the whole gallon thing, but I get tired of going to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I've been waking up in the middle of the night having to pee.
I can't do that. It's so cold to put my pants down in the middle of the night and just sit on the cold toilet. I don't know. I don't think it's for me though.
No, you don't like the cold in your booty?
Nah, sis. I like to keep my cheeks warm.
Hey, I got an old school bathroom. I got one of them ghetto ass heaters right by the toilet. So I just like bloop.
You warm it up 5 seconds before you go into the toilet?
It's like, oh, it's nice and toasty.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you got the little cushiony little toilet pad?
No.
Do they still make those? Janet, do they still make those,
really?
Janet?
They still make those?
Janet got a big butt. She looked like she would have one of them like toasty marshmallow.
She probably needs that cushion for that tushy.
Yo, my producer back here, my right hand. Yeah, she probably need a little extra padding for that tush. Anyways, though, going back to Oscars week, what stood out to you Oscars night?
Best actress, her speech. It was, I feel like she should have won like the most humblest speech. She was just, I can't even remember her name, which is so bad of me. But she was up with Glenn Close.
Wasn't it Regina Hall?
No.
Was Regina Hall the one that won that?
She was Best Supporting.
Oh, Best Supporting.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I can't think of it.
But I feel like there was a lot of great speeches this time.
There were.
A lot of great speeches.
Lady Gaga's she had a lot of great things to say.
She was so good. I loved how she talked about like it doesn't have to do with winning. It has to do with just continue to push.
Yeah, and it's about, I actually posted a photo that said that, her quote, and I said it's not about winning, it's about never giving up. And And that's something I've lived by in my career. You know, I've had a lot of naysayers, a lot of people that doubted me, sometimes even family.
Yeah.
And I have stuck through with my dream and said, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. And I am not going to stop until I'm able to break that door down or open the window, you know, create the door. Whatever I got to do, I'm going to do it. And you can continue to tell me no, you can continue to doubt me, but, you know, I'm just going to keep on going. And so I feel like she really spoke to a lot of people in any dream that you have, not just being an actor, winning an Oscar, but it's, you know, so many people that, you know, aren't actors that enjoy the Oscars. I'm sure that hit home for a lot of people.
Yeah. And I commend you too, because like I've known you for a while now, and I feel like you're one of the hardest working women that I know in the industry personally.
Thank you.
And I feel like you have so much willpower, so much dedication. I mean, there's so many people that say they want to be an actress, that they want to be a producer, they want to be a writer, and yet, you know, when it comes time, push to shove, like a Sunday, and I call you, like, hey, let's go to the day party. Like, no, I got to break down my character. Oh, no, I'm not drinking today because I'm trying to drop these 10 pounds. Okay, I'm going to come meet you, but first I got to go work out. And it's like you have that willpower and that dedication. Where does that come from? Like, is it something that's an ongoing process for you? Is it something that you just, like, what makes you be that way? Like, how have you become that persistent?
I think for me, in my case, a lot of it has to do with how I grew up. You know, I come from very humble beginnings, and I've been on my own since I was 15.
Oh, wow.
And so for me, all I know is figure it out. You got to figure it out, Jess.
Wow.
And I've always had to take care of myself. And when you're put in that kind of position, it's like, at the end of the day, you're the only person that has your back. You're the only person that's going to make anything happen for you. I don't come from, you know, a rich family. I don't come from a family of producers or actors or, you know, I'm the first one in my family to be in this business. And it's funny because all of my, you know, everyone in my family they're very artistic and creative, and so I think that gene runs in my family, but I was the only one that had the courage to go for it. Nice. And the thing is that this industry has absolutely no stability. And I think for me, it was easy for me to adapt to that because I came from a life of no stability.
Right.
So I entered into one, and I think a lot of people give up because they're used to having stability and a schedule and a regimen or work, whatever it is. And then you jump into this business and you're like, wait, I have to pay all this money before I even make any money? Yeah. Because you have to invest in yourself.
Yeah, you're your own brand.
Yeah, and nowadays the market is so different. But for me, you know, it's really about, I don't have a plan B. Yeah. And I have had so many sacrifices in my life of choices I've made, and not having what most people have at my age, which is the house and the white picket fence and the really nice car. Yeah. You know, and the, you know, the really great credit. Yeah. That's another thing I need to work on. But anyway.
We'll talk about that on another.
But, you know, with that, it's like I gave all of that up and put it on hold. So you damn straight I'm going to do this. Yeah. Because I don't have plan B. And when you don't have a plan B, it's like, it's kind of like a football player or a baseball player, any athlete, if you will, who that's all they know in their life, or they come from the hood, and you know they're playing football, and that's all they know, and then they get an injury, and it's like, what am I going to do with my life? Yeah, because they didn't have a plan B. Right. And anybody who's really passionate about anything, I really feel like you really don't have a plan B. Yeah, no, for sure. You have it set in your heart, like, this is what I'm going to do.
But I mean, I feel like you've probably come across a lot of obstacles where maybe you felt like giving up. Oh, you know what I mean? A lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, and like for me, just moving again recently to LA, I mean, I've known you since I moved here, and it's like I come from stability. I come from mommy and daddy holding my hand, and you know, oh, what do you need? You know what I mean? I'm like been treated and raised like a little porcelain doll, and it's great, and I'm so blessed to have parents like that. But then being on my own and like, and when I mean by my own, I mean like in LA, no family, no nothing. Like if something has to get done, I gotta go do it, which I'm not used to. Right. So it's been a hard transition for me where sometimes I'm just like, I wanna go back to the Bay with my mom and dad where they could save me and do everything. And I'm like, no, you gotta like figure it out. Yeah. You know? So what are some things that maybe have pushed you to continue when you have hit those trials or like those hard moments, you know?
Well, I mean, there's been so many, but I would say recently what I've been doing for myself, because I still have down days, you know, where it's like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? When is it gonna happen? You know, and you don't even look at your past, and you don't say, look how far I've come. you don't look at it because we become complacent.
Yeah.
And there's somebody out there that hasn't achieved any of what I've achieved.
Yeah.
But yet I'm over here looking, going, oh, gosh, and I'm complaining or I'm not being grateful for where I am.
Yeah.
You know, and so for me, I listen to a lot of motivational speaking on my phone, and I do a lot of running. So running to me clears my mind. So I try to run to clear my mind, to exercise, but also fill my mind with positive thoughts. And so I'll listen to these motivational videos. And one of the things that really stuck to me is you have to find your why. Yeah. Once you find your why on why you're doing everything you're doing, it'll become so clear to you, and you're not gonna. It's your goal. Yeah. Because now that's your why. So now you have an attachment to something to help you get there. So every time you feel down or you feel like giving up, you remember your why. Yeah. And it keeps you going.
Do you know your why?
I do know my why.
Do you want to share it?
Sure. Right now, I feel like in different times in our lives,
our why
can change.
Yeah.
But for right now, my why is my mother's living by herself in Washington State. And I really want her here with me. And so I want to be able to buy us like a duplex or a triplex, or, I mean, I love my mama, but I don't want her in my same house unless it's a really big house. I mean, if you know Latina moms, okay, you know, sometimes she'd be right behind me and I'm like, I feel like I got a kid. If my mom's watching this, she'd probably be like, Mia.
She's gonna whoop your ass.
Don't talk to me about that.
So true.
Don't talk about me like that. Yeah. But I really want to move my mom to LA.
Closer.
And, you know,
I do too.
Yeah, I have some siblings, but I'm the only one in the family without any children. You know, and I
have one. You can borrow mine.
I don't think I want to borrow any. Okay.
So you comfortable with that one?
I like my life in the sense that I can get up and do whatever I want. It's great to have children. Children are a blessing. I have tons of nieces and nephews.
They're a headache too.
Yeah, they can be. But to have her with me, you know, would be amazing.
Yeah, of course.
And that to me, it's like I got to book that next series that's on network TV, or that next movie with, you know, A-list actors to put me on the map, you know.
Yeah, because you shot East Los High, so you had a role on East Los High. Do you feel like after you're done filming something like that like gets you so much attention and really puts a lot of shine on you, and then it's over, does it kind of shake you up, like to where you start panicking, like I should be doing something else kind of like this? Or, you know, some people can kind of take that as like, I don't want to say a loss, but then you kind of go back to, okay, now what? You know, kind of like that, like you're lost.
Well, you do. You feel like go back to the drawing board, but at the same time, you have to look at it as everything's a stepping stone. And I feel like anybody who's been a part of a series as actors, they're like your little family. So you have a tendency to miss it. You have a tendency to miss being on set. Yeah. And you know, you get to know the makeup people, the wardrobe people, and you have like your little favorites. So much fun. You know, so it becomes like a little family. So naturally you miss it, but at the same time it's like, okay, what do I want to do next? And I feel like it should help to motivate you, to push you, to get more on your grind. And nowadays with the platforms we have, if you're an actor, you should also be doing all kinds of different things. You should be writing, you should be getting with people and creating projects, or thinking about a role that you feel that your niche is, that you're really good at. Maybe you haven't had the opportunity to film it yet, or what's a film that maybe you could possibly create with someone that'll show all these different angles of you as an actor, so we can see your range. You know, so it's like, okay, what can I do next? But sometimes, depending if the industry's slow or not, it's sometimes you kind of just sit there and you're like, gosh, I'm kind of bored. Yeah. You know,
and a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, it's a lot of ups and downs. That's why it's like I've seen people come in and out of this business, and the people that make it are the ones that literally are in it for 10, 15 years. Sometimes people don't get their break for 20 years. Yeah. But the thing about acting is you can get your break at any age.
Yeah, that's true. You could be 60 and be making your break.
Exactly. Now, let's not hope it's going to take that long.
Let's hope you still going to have
I'm trying to be the convertible, not that old-ass lady, the convertible, like.
Me and you going to be like Thelma and Louise. Did we make it yet? With our glasses. Driving through the country. Bring Gail over here. All right, so I don't think it's going to take you that long because you have 4 films, really, that you got coming out soon. So I want to talk about those. you have a short film that I can't wait to see because apparently we get to see a part of your booty in it. She got a little steamy sex scene. I don't know why it's called Dry Spell, this film, because clearly she does not got a dry spell in this film. So talk to us about that. It's on Passionflix, which is similar to Netflix.
Right.
Tell us about that short film and how you landed that.
Well, that short film is an adaptation of V. Keelan, which is a New York best-selling author and USA Times best-selling author. So she had a short story book, and so we took one of those stories, made it a short film.
Oh, cool.
And it's called Dry Spell because it's about a lawyer who is so focused on her job and her career, and she's just so busy. She doesn't have a dating life. And I mean, if she was someone in LA, she probably wouldn't have a dating life because it's LA and nobody wants commitment, but that's another talk. Anyway, everybody wants something casual. But anyway, so
why is that?
I don't know. That's a whole
Okay, let's talk about that right as soon as we're done with this. Okay, tell me about the film because then we're gonna go back to this because that's interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Go on.
So basically, she works with another lawyer, and you know, in the courtroom or whatnot, and they're always together. And she has like a thing for him. They spend time together in his apartment and stuff, but he hasn't tried anything on her. And she's like, why hasn't he tried anything on me? Like, I haven't had sex for over a year. Why hasn't he done anything? So on the night of his birthday, you know, because she's been to his house many times, she gets the courage. She goes and buys this bomb-ass lingerie outfit, puts the whole...
And this is you?
Yeah. Puts the whole coat on and is like, okay, I'm gonna
lingerie with the coat.
With the coat.
Oh.
Like, you know.
She ready.
The trench coat, you know, open the door, trench coat off type of thing.
Oh.
So she goes to his apartment. It's a surprise him on his birthday, and she walks in, and all this other stuff happens. You'd have to watch the film to see what happens.
Clearly. So, okay, so
that's why it's called Dry Spell, because she hasn't had sex in a year and some change.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, wait, going back to this LA dating thing, why does everyone want to keep it so casual out here?
My personal opinion.
I want to know this.
Is we are in LA. We're in a city full of models, actresses, influencers, millionaires, you know, entrepreneurs, people who front, you know, like they got more than they have. It's like, and I feel like people don't feel like, they don't want to feel like they're settling or that they're going to miss the next big thing, or if someone's, you know.
Ooh, that's probably what it is.
And
FOMO. Fear of missing out on the next upgrade.
Fear of missing out. And I feel like they don't want to say, okay, I'm going to make this woman my girl, my woman, and invest in time into her. Because I really feel like we can establish something when it's so easy to say, hey, can we just like date, you know, can we keep it casual, no titles? And then you do that with her, and then you do that with her, and then you do that with her, and then you do that with her friend, and then you see which one of them you like the best. If you know, you like any of them best, because why not have all the
But
candy?
That's what dating is about,
There's different pieces of candy.
But that's
and everybody
dating.
lets you have a lick. You probably gonna keep on licking.
Everybody's a Tootsie Pop. How many licks does it take?
See?
Jesus. I'm about to go buy me a bag of M&Ms at the house.
That's just my opinion.
But you're right about that. You know what I mean? Because even being in LA, I feel like everybody is just like, ain't really about shit.
Not that, I mean, I feel like...
I mean, they're doing stuff, but I'm saying like they're not really about the relationship type stuff.
Yeah, they're really good on paper. I recently had an experience with someone good on paper. I'm not going to get into that in case
what
for some reason he decides
on paper?
Like, he got all the checks about a good job, good looking, works out, he loves the Lord, okay, no kids.
You like good looking men?
I mean...
I don't like good looking men.
Here's the thing. I've been really open to dating guys that aren't, you know, my typical type. But if at the end of the day I'm dealing with the same issues, that might as well give me a fine animal. You know what I mean? Because they all having the same issues.
See, I'm too crazy and psycho. I'm too Latina. Like, I can't have a fine man. Like, I will go nuts. Like, why is she looking at you? See, this is why you can't be going out freshly cut. This is why you can't be out there with your gray sweatpants on. That's for damn sure my man ain't gonna step out. No, I'm too crazy. I need a man who's thick. I need a man who ain't like really cute. You know what I mean? Like just cute enough for me, but not cute enough to be turning all these heads. You know, I need him like a little 250 pounds.
That's a little too much. I mean, unless it's 250 pounds of muscle. But it probably won't be.
Well, Russell, the love muscle might be 250 pounds, but hey. Anyways, y'all. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Next, let's talk about your next film.
Okay.
All right, so you got another film coming out where you play a music journalist. You're also an associate producer of this film called Like.
Yes.
Tell us about this film.
Well, I'm actually really excited about this project called Like. It's directed by a good friend of mine and also my associate, Gio Santini. And it's basically, it's about social media, hence the term, the title, Like.
Oh, okay.
You know, like when you like
Yeah.
the photos on Instagram. So basically it's about this kid he's a big YouTuber and he's known for doing his YouTube pranks. And so he gets really popular, gets a bunch of views from doing his YouTube pranks. And then he kind of goes into the music business. And he's like just really not that talented, you know, but because of his following and things like that, he starts to gain, you know, one of his songs is like on the Billboard Top 100.
Which happens nowadays, I think.
I mean, we know a lot of social media influence that are now musicians. But there's a lot of controversy that happens in the film, you know, because it shows you how social media really can affect our lives.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
And there's a little bit of tragedy that happens in the film, and you know he goes to jail, he comes out differently. There's all this stuff that goes on, and it just shows you. I feel like it opens up our eyes to seeing what social media can actually do to you and how it can really affect your life, change your life, ruin your life, if you allow it to. And so I play a music journalist that's basically, it's like a mockumentary. So I'm kind of telling the story of this rapper, Little Tito, and like when he went to jail, what music video did, the controversy that was in it, you know, how he was when he got out of jail, you know, other rappers that he's got beef with, all that kind of stuff. So I play one of the journalists on there that talks about it.
Oh, got it. Speaking of social media and the impact it has, because I feel like this whole social media era, I always talk about this because I feel like it's just so powerful that it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, like just recently, the whole Khloe Kardashian with Jordan Woods, you know, apparently Jordan Woods went and made out. And now word on the streets is like it wasn't even that crazy, like it wasn't even that serious, but Kris Jenner is like getting involved, and you know, and I feel like it sucks because I feel like they have so much power they can manipulate anything.
Yeah, they can.
So like they can easily blacklist this young girl off of something that maybe, you know, didn't even really happen the way it happened, you know?
Right.
Like look at Jussie Smollett.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Like that is insane to me, right? Because it's like social media, right? So it could be like, if we don't see it, maybe it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it did happen. You know what I mean? And it's just like social media has so much power. And like in an instant, it's crazy how one person can make a comment and then everybody catches that wave. And like you can literally end up bashing somebody so bad where like it leads them to go into like a suicidal phase, or hiding out in their home, like whatever her name is, Jordy Woods. Apparently she moved out of Kylie Jenner's house, and now, you know, it's like everyone's bashing her, calling her a hoe and doing all this stuff. It's like social media is so powerful. It could literally make or break you.
It can, and it's really important to how it affects our youth, especially some of us kids, or myself who has a ton of nieces. Like, we have to look at how social media is affecting us. Excuse me. On the whole case with Jordan, though, I just feel like anytime you're dealing with the Kardashians, there's always going to be something that's a PR stunt.
Oh, yeah.
There's always something that's involved that's going to benefit them. And you know, because they're business women, and so they understand what the influence that they have. They understand the platform they have. And they understand that they can take something like this and turn it into something that's going to make them more money.
Oh, you know this is going to be on the season 55.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it's unfortunate because somebody like Jordan, whatever the story is, we don't know. But it's like wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
And it can, you know.
It turns into a multi-million-dollar marketing thing for them.
Yeah, it does.
Stunt.
But for her, it could basically
ruin her.
Unless, you know, hopefully she's gained a good network of people having.
But even then, I feel like the Kardashians are so powerful. They could be like, don't fuck with her.
Yeah.
Or we're not going to work with y'all. Yeah. Who do you think they're going to pick? You're not going to go against that Kardashian family, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right, your next movie, another one. So this is why you've been in Mexico and you've been leaving me high and dry with no
Yes.
freaking tequila drinking partners on Tuesdays. But today is Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday.
Clear Shot. So tell us about that, because that movie also is starring Mario Van Peebles.
Mm-hmm.
How is it working with him? How has that been filming this film?
Well, I mean, I had a really great time filming it in Mexico. By the way, they have 2 for
Running on the
6
beach.
margaritas.
She was running on the beach drunk every day. Just kidding.
Well, I mean, I had to get it out of my system. 2 for 6 margaritas can get you making some bad decisions. I'm just saying.
2 for $6?
2 for $6.
You didn't get it? Wasn't that cheap tequila?
No.
That gave you a headache?
Oh, it was good tequila. Good,
Really?
great margaritas. And then there's a taco place right across the street. This is how I gained some weight.
I was gonna say, is this how you cut off your diet?
There were like $1.50 tacos, or $1 tacos, and then beer was like $1.50. So I was like,
Oh, Jesus.
I'd have like 2 tacos and a Modelo and be like, that was a cheap lunch.
Cheap date out there.
Yeah, exactly. But no, Mario Van Peebles is amazing. I have a lot of respect for him.
Yeah.
He's been in the business for a very long time. He's definitely a household name. And for me, I like to take every film as a learning experience, especially when I'm dealing with an actor as experienced as Mario. So I have a tendency to do a lot of watching. So I would just watch him in all of his scenes. And I would kind of take that and kind of add it to like my little tool belt of things that I was watching him do, or how he would manipulate a scene, or, kind of, with acting, everything is in our mind. So it's our inner monologue. And you can see a lot of that with Mario, which he's very slow and still, which is really great for film. But I mean, I'm really excited about this film. I play Officer Advincula, and I love being a cop.
You look like a cop too.
That's everybody.
You look like you need to be on Law and Order.
Right? Get that, right?
Law and Order.
Okay.
We need placement.
Or Power. I mean, I'm just saying. 50 Cent.
Power.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
would you be on Power?
Would I be on Power?
Who would be your like ideal person that you would want to be like hooked up with on the show? Because y'all get really like naked on that show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Omar is a friend of mine.
He's so fun.
Yeah, him and his brother Jamil are both really good friends of mine. So, but he's married. He has a wife and a daughter or son. I don't remember.
2 kids, I think.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm not. But anyway, I mean, I already know him, so I'd probably be already comfortable, and we probably would already have a natural chemistry. I mean, but there's a lot of
they gotta hook me up with my man Fitty. Fitty is my man. He has been my man since day one.
Since 21 questions.
Since 21 questions.
If I ask you a question.
Yes, I would be there for you. I will hold it down. All that, all 21 questions. Yes, Papi. He is so fine to me. And he's been shot and he still comes out.
You like that thug.
He's so thug. Jesus. Yeah, I love me some
I mean, 50's cool, but I mean...
I love how he like be punking people. He's funny too. He's like the best thing that's on Instagram. Him and Will Smith do the best on Instagram right now. Do you follow 50 on Instagram?
No, I don't actually.
You don't follow him? He's hilarious.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to start following him now. He's
funny as hell. He be bullying everybody, and then he be doing like these like fake little notes, acting like it's Floyd Mayweather writing, like all illiterate and stuff. He's freaking hilarious. I love me some 50. 50, if you're watching this, hey boo. We both available for Power. We're ready. All right, so you got done with the, oh dang, look, I got my Red Bull on set. I forgot it. My producer was so mad. We tagged Red Bull? Red Bull, if you're watching this.
They'll send you free Red Bull.
Send me some free Red Bulls. Well, we need
for
some
product placement.
Yeah, well, we need a little more than just a free product. But
well, since you're from the Bay, well, we were talking about briefly earlier before we started recording, about The Good Guys, which is what A Clear Shot is about.
That's okay. Sorry, I'm veering off because I'm getting excited. I got really excited with 50 Cent. You see what you do to me, 50?
Yeah, this whole thing just changed.
Dang.
Up. He was like, 50 Cent where?
50 Cent where? Okay, yes. Sorry. Okay, back to Clear Shot. Okay, the movie Clear Shot. So about the Bay. So this movie literally happened. This is like a real life story.
Yes, the script is adapted from real life events. So the hostage situation that happened was actually at the store called The Good Guys in Sacramento. And anybody who's from Sacramento probably knows this story. If not, you could always Google it. It was a huge story. And basically, there were like some Vietnamese young men that took the store hostage, and about 7 people died because of this situation. They were demanding ridiculous things like a helicopter, bulletproof vests, like RoboCop type vests, and green tea. Yeah.
Is that because they're like some Asian type thing?
Green tea, isn't that Chinese? But I don't know.
For the record, we're not racist over here. My daughter's Asian. We all drink green tea. We're perfectly fine.
I love green tea, actually.
What? Do you need some tea? Are you good?
Oh, no, I'm okay. But,
do you need some tea for your voice?
It's based on that event that happened.
And so what's your role in this film?
I play one of the officers on the case. So
this is the one when you're
I'm trying to get to the bottom of who are these suspects. Do they have priors, or are they real? As far as, are they really going to kill people? Because a lot of people that get into these hostage situations, they're just saying that to get the things that they want, but they're not murderers. And these kids were 17, 19, and 21. So
they were young.
They were really young. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy. And where can we see this film, or do you know when it's coming out?
No, we don't have any dates yet, but I know we just finished in January.
Yeah, because you were just filming this a couple weeks ago.
So they are trying to, get the trailer together first.
And you have Real Talk, which is another film, and that's directed by Preston Whitmore.
Yes.
Tell us about that. Girl, you have been, you see what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about when I say she's like one of the hardest working women I know. 4 films? That's nuts.
What I like to do is, this is my new thing. I like to just kind of keep my head down and just not talk about it until it's time to talk about it. Because, and with social media, it's like, I feel like everybody is so pressed and wanting to tell everyone, look, I'm doing something with my life. Look at me. I am really an actor. I am really a model. I am really this. And it's like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what other people really think of you. It's about what you think of yourself. So as long as you're doing your work that fulfills your creative soul, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. And so, I've really just been having my head down working.
That's so dope. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So tell us about this movie, Real Talk.
So Real Talk is directed by Preston Whitmore. He's most famous for directing This Christmas with Chris Brown, amongst others. But it's a movie about a DJ radio host, and it's called Real Talk because she has a talk show, and so but she talks about a lot of things that's going on in politics and a lot of things that are going on with African Americans being murdered by police, and because the lead is African American, and she talks about a lot of things that people don't want to talk about. So it's very enlightening in that sense of what's going on in our society today, with all the different things in the news and whatnot. And it's a Valentine's Day movie because it's about Valentine's Day, which is funny because Valentine's Day just passed. And so she's getting a lot of Valentine's Day calls, and there's a girl that is thinking about actually committing suicide. So she's trying to stop her through the show because she calls in and phones in, and there's all this other stuff that happens in it. Macy Gray's in the film as well. So I play an EMT, which is an ambulance driver, and we're in the car driving.
Girl, you drive that ambulance?
I did have to drive it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Why would they put somebody's life into your hands when you drive it? She is the worst driver. This woman could do a whole lot of things, but this is not the person you want to be. Don't you remember that time we almost went to SLS? You almost killed me. We was like trying to park, and you almost got towed, and then we had to walk, and then you were carrying me, and my shoe broke. You do not want her to drive you anywhere. Okay, sorry. Go on.
But yeah, so we're sitting in the car driving, to our next destination, and we're listening to the radio, and then my co-star and I are going back and forth talking with each other. But it's interesting. It's interesting. But I'm excited about that film, and I'm not sure that's coming out soon. I'm not sure when though.
So 4 films coming up.
Yeah.
So now what?
Well, now I'm still working. I'm in the process of, I have a series that I've actually written, and so I'm doing some rewrites for my series.
Nice.
And I have a short film that I want to do.
Have you ever taken writing classes?
I haven't.
I want to take writing classes.
There's a lot of script writing classes.
We should take some together.
Yeah, those are
come
really
up with
good.
stuff.
I have a script writing book, but I have a writer that I work with.
Yeah.
And so he's an experienced writer, and so we get together and,
collab together and kind of put things.
And put those things on paper. And then I'm developing a lot of things on my own, and I have different people that I collab with and work with. You sometimes you just have to get a different, team of people that help you with different things.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so, I'm working on probably 3 projects right now that are my babies. And then I'm filming something in April. I'm not sure of the exact dates, but it's a short film that I'm a part of. It's like I play the lead's cousin, and it's like a drug heist. So that'll be fun. That's my next project coming up. And I mean, this is the type of industry. It's like today you might not have anything, and then tomorrow
you might just be booked.
You might be booked. So
yeah.
It's just one of those things where I'm just focusing now on losing more weight. That was something we talked about.
Why do you want to lose more weight? You look amazing.
Okay, this brings me back to the Oscars. So the movie The Green Project won 3 Oscars.
Okay.
One of the writers on there, and he's also a director, is Nick Vallelonga. And I did my first movie with Nick.
Wow.
It was called All In. This was years ago. The movie was called All In. I played a casino waitress.
Okay.
So I remember, it was a small crew, so we all talked, and I remember talking with Nick one day, and I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but he said to me, which it was really harsh to say this to me, okay, but he said to me, you know what, Jessica, you're never gonna make it as a successful actress if you don't lose weight.
Wow.
That's what he said to me. And there was another actress on the set, which now she's booked all kinds of things. She has a name now. I'm not going to say her name because it's her business. But he said the same thing to her. So she went off and actually lost the weight. So she lost 20 pounds and then started booking left and right, just booking left and right.
Wow.
But because she has a really beautiful face, if you're a character actor, I feel like you can get away with being a little bit on the thicker side. That's another subject. But so I never listened, because I was like, you know what? I've been told since my modeling days that I had to lose weight all the time, and some people aren't just naturally built to be thin, know. But I've been this way, and I've been, healthy. I'm athletic. I eat normal. I eat healthy. I stay in shape. I work out all the time. So now I said, you know what? Let me try something different this year. I chopped my hair off. My hair was like yours, and black as well. And I was like, you know what? I've had long black hair for how long? I've been this shape for how long? Let me try something completely different. Let me cut off my hair. Let's go for a different look, and let's lose this weight. And it's funny because I always had this little voice in the back of my head being like, you need to lose some weight, girl. So when he won those 3 Oscars, I was like,
God, is that you talking to me? Is it time for me to lose some weight?
So let's see. If that's all that's standing in the way of me really, being a part of the movies I want to be a part of, which is action. I really want to do action. If that's all that's standing in the way, then I'm standing in my own way. So I'm a very disciplined woman. It's just about being more disciplined now and setting my goals and saying, you know what, I don't care about what's going on, all these different events, and then I'm not going to drink, or I'm not going to overeat. I'm going to make sure to stick to my diet and to my regimen, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who's got my back. So if I want to move my mama out here and that's all it takes is for me to lose another 15 pounds.
Because sometimes like you said, you get in your own way. Like I just recently, this month alone, I've lost 6 pounds. And part of it's been because I've been sick, and another part is just because I haven't been drinking, and I've just been very focused. I haven't been working out because I wanted to shed 12 pounds first and then go into heavy lifting. And I didn't do it because I wanted, like you said, you know what I mean? You're just like, I feel comfortable, I'm good, I'm healthy, like screw what people say. But then at some point you gotta kind of take a step back and be like, are you in your own way? Could you be better?
Right.
Are you the very best version of yourself?
Exactly.
And like, who's to be the judge to say, you're not your best version, Jess, or whatever. But I'm like, you know what? This year, 2019, my main goal has just been to really step back and analyze and be like, are you doing the very best you can? Are you really focused? Are you really working out? Are you training? Are you connecting with the right people? Are you going overload? Are you really pushing?
Right.
And so I dropped this weight, And I'm not even going to lie, the last 2 weeks, my phone has been popping.
Yeah.
Like getting booked for stuff and, even filming with Univision and all these other things and all these projects coming up. And I feel great. And it's almost like a confident boost where now I'm like, oh, I want to lose like 4 more. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to get crazy skinny because I'm not going to be unhealthy. But it's about, Art, you could step it up a little bit.
Right.
Like, take it up a notch.
Well, and all you got to do is look at J-Lo.
My God.
If she looking like that, and
that girl is Benjamin Button.
I'm like, all right, that's all I got to do. Okay, I'm going to make sure.
Do you remember when A-Rod used to be so fine?
He's still a very attractive man.
He's a very attractive man. But do you remember when he used to be fine?
Yeah.
When you used to look at A-Rod and be like, God damn, he was fine. I remember my sister, Sonia McCoy, she's probably watching out there. And she would be like, you need to hook up with A-Rod. That's who you need to be dating. Back in the day when I used to date my little athletes and stuff.
Right.
Oh, my God, Jesus.
That's another conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation. Because them athletes, boo.
We need to call that show Jersey Chasing.
Jersey Chaser. I used to be a little Jersey Chaser. Did you Jersey chase?
Not really, but they kind of
You used to put a little pep in your
They
step?
would just, this is my thing, and my friends will tell you because they make fun of me. It's like they sniff me. They'd be like, I think she likes athletes. and I'd be like, I can't get away from these motherfuckers. They just keep following me. Like, leave me alone. Y'all got a different mentality. Athletes got this certain mentality.
But you
know
would
what
still
I'm talking
fall
about.
right for it.
But I still be like, but damn.
He fine.
Woo!
Them thighs.
Them arms.
Jesus. The height from them. Oh, Jesus.
Ugh.
Look, Janet back here laughing. Janet had a couple of them little athletes under her. Look. She said, look, we talking about me. We're not interviewing me. That's why Chloe going through what she going through.
Yep. Telling you, different mentality.
It's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
I was just with, as I just spoke over the weekend at a women's event, and Christy, oh my God, Janet, help me out. Why is my mind blank? Basketball Wives. Oh, my mind just went blank.
It's okay.
Anyway, she was on the show, and Jackie. Oh my God, my mind's backwards. Jackie Christie. Jesus, that Red Bull really kicking in, boy. It's giving me wings. I'm flying out this room. And she told me, she goes, Arie, why do you ain't date no basketball player? I said, not today, Satan, not today. I said, I'm not dating no basketball players. I ain't dating no athletes. If he ain't a nice 50-year-old man in a suit, 200-something pounds.
I mean, I don't mind retired.
See, that's when they get thick.
Just put it out there.
Retired?
Retired.
You don't think once a hoe, always a hoe?
That too. But sometimes they change because they go through the stages of life. They see that, these girls ain't real, that they all have ulterior motives. And then when they catch a real one, they're like, damn,
See?
like she got her own like
You
that.
don't remember that mentality is what got you fucked up in the first place? Thinking that they could change?
Well, the thing is, they already went through all of that crap, and they've already played a lot of women. So by the time they get to you, it's like they just tired. They're like, damn, I'm tired of, balancing all these hoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then they don't even want to bounce on you because they just worn out. They ain't got nothing left.
Athletes,
by that point,
they ain't.
Nah.
I mean, unless you're looking at one that's like 55. I didn't say I wanted 55 and retired. I'm looking more at like,
50, they still only got 5 years
38,
left.
40, retired. 40. I think Google says it takes a man until about he's 45 to mature. So I
45?
I know, this is old.
I think I'm a cougar. Because I like them young.
You know what? I like them. I like them young too. But
Like how young?
I mean, I've dated.
Chill out, R. Kelly. Careful what you about to say.
I like.
Don't be in the cell right between Jussie and R. Kelly.
He couldn't get it to the bar. But anyway,
he couldn't get into the bar.
I don't think we have time for
Holy Jesus.
for that conversation.
Yeah, I guess. I'm confused.
I'll tell you later.
I want to know now. All right. Let's go back. Talking about age. Did you see Janet Jackson just got a residency in Las Vegas?
Yes, and I know my really good friend Mousy is going to be real excited about that.
I want to go to that.
Yeah, I want to go to that too.
Have you gotten any residencies like of celebs in
You know,
Vegas?
I had to go see J-Lo, my girl.
J-Lo.
Shake that booty. I was like, I want to see that booty right here.
Okay, so that's what I was saying. That's how we got sidetracked and got onto these athletes and shit. Okay, but don't you feel like J-Lo is so timeless? Like she's overpowering A-Rod now. She outshines him.
I think J-Lo.
He's so handsome.
I think J-Lo outshines everyone, though.
She's stunning.
I think she outshines everyone. Some women are just like that, you know. It's like you can't. It's like
she don't have an ugly day.
I'm sure she does, girl.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Her age is starting to show on her, but it looks great on her. It looks great. She's really falling well into her age.
She's bomb.
She's really bomb, and that's why one of the things that motivates me, you know, to
she doesn't drink.
Shape. Yeah,
I heard she doesn't drink. That'll take
years off you. So we gotta stop drinking. That's what we gotta do. We gotta drink water.
What's water gonna do when you stressed out?
It's gonna make you youthful. Yeah, you gonna sweat out the stress. See?
Well, I know another way I can sweat out my stress. It ain't water.
Just don't call one of them athletes, all right?
Girl, no athletes over here. We need like a producer.
Yeah, that would work.
Producer would work. Any producers on my line? Hit me up 555-5555.
555, yeah.
Yeah, that's my number. What's your ideal man right now? You can pick one. Build a man right now. Okay.
6'5". Oh, damn. Did I just say that?
You did. Okay, 6'5".
You know, I love...
What's he wearing?
I love tall men.
What's he got on? Ooh. What's his skin tone? Caramel? Dark chocolate?
Caramel? Sure, caramel.
Milk chocolate?
I mean, caramel's cool because then you can kind of lean it to, like, any kind of race.
You know? Oh, okay. 6'5".
No color lines here. Maybe some.
What's he do for a living?
A businessman.
Oh. He got a briefcase?
He a business man.
Okay, what's in his briefcase?
Money. All he wants is money. I love that Cardi B
What kind of car he driving?
Tesla.
Tesla?
I don't know.
You fucked him up.
That's his second
She
car.
said a Pinto. All that money in a Pinto.
You know what? Because he doesn't want to show it off too much. But he has a watch collection. That's where he shows off his money.
He has a watch collection.
Yes.
Okay. And he's buying you diamonds.
Yes. It'd be my very first pair of
big wedding or big house?
Can I have both?
I guess.
Okay.
He got money. Right. That briefcase better be big. He carrying a briefcase or a duffel?
He got the duffel in the back. He got the duffel in the back.
You sure he ain't a pimp for them strippers? Maybe it's all dollar bills, girl.
Here's the thing, he's got to have eggs. That's where the duffel bag come in, because he's doing something.
Wait, why are we both like over here wheezing because we both have no voice? This is ridiculous. Y'all, anyways, okay, getting back to, lost my trail of thought. One last thing I want to touch on, Oscars. Okay, Billy Porter. He wore a man suit dress.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on that?
I thought it was a very interesting choice. I think it was very bold, very bold, because he's putting himself out there. I've actually had a conversation with him before. He's very interesting, and he's very talented, Mm-hmm. I think he's an artist, and that was just his choice. And when you make that kind of choice, you have to be brave and bold, because you can get ripped apart by the fashion police.
Everybody was here for it, though.
Yeah.
Everybody praised, and I think, like you said, it has to do with boldness.
I think it's because it was his boldness. He put it on. He said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it, and this is who I am. This is how I'm feeling, and I think it's also because of everything going on in the community, in the LGBTQ. Sorry. You know what I'm talking about. That community, it has a big voice.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
And so he's like, listen, I don't have to identify with anything. This is just who I am.
I think it's so dope, especially in the area we're living in. You know, going back again with social media, and you could get bashed, like you say, you could get ripped apart. Like, it takes a lot of balls to come out you know, and just be yourself.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are starting to find that out now more and more, that it's like, forget what people are going to say, forget what people think. Like, at the end of the day, you just got to be happy. I think we've all been living in this shell and trying to protect ourselves. And the only thing you do by protecting yourself is you hurt yourself.
Yeah.
And you compromise who you really are. You know, like, had you listened to the naysayers or whatever, like, you wouldn't be 4 films in, you know, and again, I commend you for that, you know, that you're just living in your truth and you're being who, you know, who genuinely makes you happy, you know. So, anyways, yeah, shout out to Billy Porter. I really wanted to touch on that because I thought it was such a powerful, powerful statement that he made this week at the Oscars. Yeah. A lot of great stuff happened at the Oscars. And tell everybody where they can find you, Jes.
You can find me on Facebook. I think I tagged you guys, so you can find me through that. I don't use Facebook that much, to be honest. I feel like it's like an older thing, but I don't care.
Because we're so young.
Yeah. I use Instagram a lot more. So my Instagram is, my handle is my name, Jes Meza. It's Jes with 1 S, and then Meza. You can also check out my website if you want. It's jesmeza.net. And you can stay updated on the projects I have, or if I have any speaking engagements that are coming up and you want to be a part of it, or anything I have going on, you can find it on my website.
I just realized I have your name spelled wrong on my phone.
Most people do.
I have you Jezmesa.
Most people call me Jes, and I think it's the way the Jes Meza, it flows, so everybody calls me Jes. Even on East Coast, they'd be like, we need Jes on set, Jes. And I'd be like, okay, I'm just going to be Jes.
That's funny. I just figured it out. I could never figure out why I had you under Jes if your name was Jes.
Me Jes. And then they do Mesa with an S. And I'm like, you know, Mesa is a table if you put an S. You know that.
There's people with that last name, though.
Table all through elementary school. Don't take me back to that.
Don't take me back to them days where I was bullied.
Okay.
Anyways, y'all, thanks for tuning in. Jes, thank you again for coming. I wish you all the best. I'm super excited to see all these films that you have coming out. Yes, and make sure to check out, especially Dry Spell. We need to see them cheeks when she pulls up in that lingerie and that trench coat, girl.
Right there, it's going to get cheeky.
This is not a paid ad. Anyways, y'all, thanks again for tuning in. Make sure to check out all the other videos of the past Chatterbox. If you missed those, you guys can keep up with those on Facebook or go to the link on my Instagram. I have all those videos up there from the past shows. And make sure to tune in every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. You guys can always ask the guest live questions. And yeah, next week, let's see who I come back with. It's going to be another great one. Till next week. Ciao.
Bye.